Okay, guys. All right. So we live. We live. Okay, we're gonna see how this looks, and if it doesn't look that great, we'll move back to the PC version of the game. Oh, this is bad. Okay, so that was immediately not the best. We're gonna jump back to the PC version of this game. I might need to work on that emulator for a bit. I didn't want to have to play the PC version just because it wasn't a very comfortable experience last time. Okay. Also, hello to everybody watching on Twitch. Bro, that flickering FMV was in fact flickering my life. There was a lot going on. I was there, you were there. It was a whole thing. I saw my life flickering before me, and it was, you know, it was an interesting life. Oh, thanks, Max. Everybody hashtag Maxibo. Also, apparently to this internet page, whoever threw that paper, your mum is in fact a hoe. You know, that's just one of these things. Look at that. Maxi Boo baby. I saw a rubbish on the ground, but it was too big for my tiny quack. There's dog shit on the ground. I saw a dog shit on the ground. It was too big for my tiny quack.
Beatrice was sitting in the gardens waiting for her boyfriend. One good thing about being a goth, you don't have to dress up to be in mourning.
Here's my question. How does she know her boyfriend's dead?
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Bonjour.
Are you Beatrice?
How do you know my name?
I'm Nicole Collard.
Vernon is going to meet you.
That's right.
He was supposed to come here afterwards. Where is he?
I'm sorry. Vernon is... He won't be coming.
What's happened?
What happened? Immediately shuts her up by talking about something else.
Talking to a goth about death felt like being in a vampire movie. Beatrice, I'm afraid I have some bad news.
It's Vernon, isn't it?
Yes.
He's dead.
What?
I'm sorry.
No! You're lying! I don't believe you!
I sure did. So how did Vernon get her? That's the question. There's just something about his ugly face. I thought, it's so beautiful. Why is there dog poo all over the grass? Isn't it, he's a nice guy? I might be nerdy, but I've got this massive cock.
Bonjour.
Yes.
Thanks for your help. Goodbye.
Bonjour. Have you seen a nerdy guy with a massive cock?
I considered leaving the area, but decided to remain here.
Decided to remain here. I better not leave the scene of the fucking crime where I left evidence I was there. Madame, you left evidence everywhere that you were here.
Just another locked door. I couldn't hear anything moving on the other side of the door. The door looked well made.
What the fuck? The door looked well made, guys. Not your average well made. You're well made. Oh, hey, kid. Hey, no, whoa.
Hi.
Well, hi there, beautiful.
Ooh.
You looking for something?
I might be.
You have come to the right place.
Right place, right guy, huh?
That's how it
Thank
looks
you, Mac.
to me
Hashtag
too.
Mac, guys.
Were you
Android Mac.
around a little earlier?
Oh, I've been around a while.
Oh, that's good. I'm a reporter and I need to ask you a few questions. Did you see a woman run past a little earlier?
Don't think so. Women usually slow down on this corner.
They probably can't believe what they're hearing.
What?
I said I can quite believe it.
You could try a Twitcher.
Who's he?
She, the traffic warden, doesn't miss a thing. Hey, you should get yourself a new photographer, honey.
Oh, do you think so?
Drop by my studio sometime.
Bro, I have a sneaking suspicion your studio has a casting couch. No.
Take a look at this wig.
Yeah, nice, but not really my style.
The woman who wore this has just killed someone.
I don't blame her. I'd want to kill someone if I had to wear that wig.
Or a dungeon.
Do you happen to know a guy called Vernon?
The coder?
Yes.
Yeah, he's cool. Hangs out in the park with his girlfriend.
He's cool.
I'm afraid he's been killed. Shot.
Oh man, that's too bad. Still, a neighborhood like this, only the brave survive, huh?
Have you seen a shell casing before?
Sure.
It's from a real gun.
Big deal.
It was a big deal. For somebody. So where's your posse?
What?
Big guy like you? Gotta have a posse, surely.
Oh, yeah, sure. I got two.
Wow.
How about you? You got a posse?
Oh yeah. But I like to keep it secret.
Gotcha.
Well, okay.
Well, I'd better get back to my investigating.
Okay.
A woman's work is never done, huh?
The kid's clothes yelled skateboarder. In case we didn't get the message, he was carrying a skateboard.
Fuck, Nico is ruthless. I love it.
The door may have been too thick, but I couldn't hear anything. It was just a door. Nothing particularly special. The door was shut fast and wouldn't open.
The door is shut fast and wouldn't open. Because the game is now 3D, everyone has to move all the time. Essential Pro Consult 1 and 2, baby.
Nothing but silence behind the door. The door looked well made. I couldn't open the door.
Hey, that guy looks like a... Excuse me, kind sir. Are you a skater? Why, yes I am,
I
baby.
couldn't hear anything moving on the other side of the door. The door looked well made. Just another locked door.
Bro, Nico, are any of these doors, like, interactable?
I couldn't hear anything moving on the other side of the door. The door had nothing remarkable about it. Just another locked door.
Look, I'm even a fan, Galam. Hey, we should
I
go to Nico's
considered leaving
apartment
the
instead of
area
telling the police that a guy just got shot. Let's go!
and decided to go back to my apartment.
That was a tear... Wow, it actually looks like it did in Broken Sword 1. That's pretty cool. But girl, you haven't done anything on this place?
Looking after houseplants wasn't my forte. The clown's red nose was a clue that George and I once found. It made me think of him when I touched it.
Maybe you shouldn't have broken up with him because his dad died. Do you think does anybody else think that was fucked up?
I knew how to cook, but these days all I did was throw stuff into the microwave. I was scared to look inside for fear of what I would find. I had not had the chance to read half the books on my shelves. I didn't know why I kept buying them.
Oh, fucking right. I'm so excited for when Victoria's 18 that can finally read this entire series I bought.
The bathroom door was looking a little shabby. I thought about it, but decided against it.
Why did it make me go toilet?
It was a photo of my old friend, George.
It's the first piece of evidence George gets.
Probably running a clam bake somewhere for his law firm. We had some good times together, and more than our share of dangerous ones, too.
Khan's wearing the ripped pants behind him.
George had given me this picture. I never could bring myself to throw it away.
Bro, remember that time you left him because his dad died? That was a good time.
It had once belonged to my father. It was my most precious possession.
My most precious possession.
The statue was an ugly little thing. It would probably have been worth a fortune if it hadn't been badly worn across the shield.
Wait, is that Tess Cookley Poker? Why do you... From Broken Sword 2, why does she just have that chilling over there?
I'd bought the TV and DVD player some time ago, but had hardly had the chance to use it.
Okay, hang on a second. DVD player? So what year is this? Does that mean 10 years actually passed in their universe?
I didn't have the time to spend watching TV. I thought I should check my messages.
You have no new messages.
So much for my busy social life. My battered old phone had seen better days. Perhaps I should make a call. I wondered if Andre might have any ideas.
Call the fucking police, Nicole.
Andre Lobineau?
Hi, Andre. How about this? The murderer was wearing a wig.
Sounds more like a job for the fashion police. Ha!
No, Andre, listen. The wig was an exact copy of my own hair.
Well, it was close, it wasn't
I
exact.
see. Well, clearly you must track her down. What about witnesses?
Worse than useless.
Any clues in the wig itself?
I never thought of that.
Yo, thanks, Andre.
Andre, I'm going to get back to the investigation.
Yo, thanks, Andre. How do I check my inventory? There we go.
The label inside had been cut out. The killer had covered her tracks. Almost. There were a few strands of blonde hair inside. So the woman I'm after really has blonde hair, not black.
Yeah.
It was the casing from one of the bullets the woman had fired. I figured it could help in
Hey,
some
Kevin.
way.
And kids?
My press card. I never did like that picture. It was the front sheet of an old newspaper. The paper had more stories about strange weather around the world. Today's modern woman should
Whoa,
never
thank
be
you, Bobby.
without her
Hashtag
lipstick.
Bobby, guys.
It was the card I'd found on the dead guy. His phone number was 0123748019. According to the bank statement, Vernon Blier was pretty short of money. Maybe that's why he'd planned on selling his story.
This is crazy. Thank you so much for the likes, Bobby. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much. Yo, let's go. Oh, I got a 50. 50? That's bananas. Let's leave, and we will go back
I
to the police
considered
officer.
leaving the apartment
No, we can't
and
go outside.
decided
It's
to
that
visit
late.
Vernon's place.
Yeah, they sure aren't. Thank you for the 20k, Bobby. That was crazy. Wow. Thanks, Bobby. I love being that random guy. I never thought about getting... Oh, hey. Oh, I remember this lady. She used to work at the Moulin Rouge, eh?
Bonjour, madame.
Bonjour. I tell you, I've had enough of this job. Day in, day out, the same old drudgery, huh?
Why don't you give it up then?
Give it up? Who do you think you are telling me to give up my job?
What?
I thought...
Thought you were too good for the likes of me, I
What?
expect.
No, not at all. I didn't mean...
I was a dancer once, you know.
Yeah, at the Moulin Rouge. I
At
remember
Le
this lady.
Moulin Rouge.
I've played this game like
So
20
stick
years
that
and I remember
on
that
your
shit.
Bellow and ride it.
That's wonderful.
Of course. Alphonse, he wouldn't have any of it. I'll not have you flashing your knickers out of a Paris, he said. Get a proper job. So I did.
A real liberated man.
He was an angel. I won't hear a
What?
word against him.
Yeah, for the gifts, I think they call them. There's no deals on at the moment.
This wig belongs to someone I'm looking for.
Whoa,
Nice.
thanks, Max.
At Le
Hashtag
Moulin
Mexiboo,
Rouge,
guys.
we always had such beautiful wigs.
Have you seen anyone wearing this wig?
No? Was she a dancer?
Something much worse.
Pah! A singer, then.
Do you know a young man called Vernon?
I'm sure I don't know what you're suggesting.
What?
I am a married woman. Of course, between you and me, in my dancing days, it was a different matter.
Have you seen a young blonde woman by any chance?
I certainly have. Skinny-looking thing, like you.
Thanks. Which way did she go?
She got into a sports car and drove off.
Do you happen to know the make of car?
What do you take me for? Some kind of mechanic? You'll have to ask someone else.
Mécanique?
It happens to all of us. No one escapes.
What do you mean?
Look at the picture. Your looks have gone already.
Just what a girl likes to hear.
Oh shit, this thing
Just
just...
one thing.
Oh fuck.
Your husband, Alphonse,
Well,
is he
thanks,
around?
Max.
No.
I thought perhaps he
Hey,
might have
check
seen
Mexiboo,
something.
guys.
Unlikely.
Why?
He left me 20 years ago. Ran away.
With a singer?
That's amazing. How did you know?
Lucky guess. Thanks for your help. Goodbye.
Au revoir.
How is she a married woman if he left her?
The old woman looked like she could stand around all day.
Yo, this is cool. Thank you so much, Max. This is crazy. Wait, what? You now changed it for the mystery box? But hang on. What is the mystery box? Will it give like a random amount of likes? That's pretty shitty. But it's minimum 8K. That's crazy. That is still pretty shit though. You know what I mean? Probably nowhere. Their Twitter is pretty dead. Oh, I was looking for a controller, but I'm playing with the keyboard, eh?
Bonjour.
Yes.
Did you see a blonde woman running by here earlier?
Yes. Around your size, good build, muscle tone, shoe size 3, maybe 4, and I think not French.
Whoa.
That's amazing.
No, not amazing. Just good training.
Training?
I'm sorry. I'm not at liberty to tell you anything more.
Wow.
Did you see a sports
must have
car
been,
earlier?
I see a lot of sports cars in the course of a day. If you had some details, I could help.
Did you see a sports car earlier?
I see a lot of
Oh,
sports
okay, I
cars
need
in
to
the
talk to
course of a
people.
day. If you had some details, I could help.
Thanks for your help. Goodbye.
Thanks for your help. Goodbye. Oumne du fromage. Where's the skater boy? I said see you later, boy.
The door had nothing remarkable about it.
Bro, these controls, far out. I wish I could use fucking controller.
Hi.
Well, hi there, beautiful.
Well, has it
Nice board.
Hey, it's not just a board, it's what you do with it.
So I hear.
What?
The woman I'm looking for is a blonde.
Me too.
You're a funny guy.
Hey, I am to please. But seriously, didn't you say you were looking for a woman with dark hair?
Did I? You've got me all confused now.
I know, I have that effect on women. I haven't seen any women running around. Most babes tend to stop when they see how I can handle a board.
I doubt it. Oh shit, here we go again.
Don't suppose you saw a sports car in the area earlier?
The red E-type Jag, you mean?
Yes. Why did you notice it?
I used to run one a little like it.
Did you happen to get the registration number?
Hey, there's only one set of numbers I like, and I'm not talking shoe size, huh?
Thanks. Anyway,
I hope you catch the killer.
I will.
I hope you catch the killer soon.
Thanks for your help. Goodbye.
Good luck, Inspector. I hope you catch the killer soon. Somebody came by earlier saying that you were not an inspector. I knew they were a traitor.
Bonjour.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you see the E-type
Yes.
Jag that was in the area earlier?
Yes, I did.
I believe it belonged to the killer.
And they say crime doesn't pay.
What can you tell me about it?
It was partly
I mean,
illegal.
organized crime
I
literally
gave it a
pays.
ticket.
That's why
Great.
people do it.
Do you have the registration number?
Here it is. 451 CAC 75.
Merci. Can you tell me anything else about the car?
You know, there was some kind of mask on the passenger seat.
Mask? You mean like a child's mask?
No, an old mask. The kind they wear in a theater.
Merci, madame. You've been a great help.
It is but a courtesy from one professional to another.
Of course.
Okay, I really like this lady.
Sounds like the police are on their way.
I would appreciate it if you kept our little conversation to yourself. You understand?
Of course. I wouldn't want to blow your cover.
Exactly.
By the way, just who do you work for?
Can I trust
Yeah,
you?
we should text
Of
a human
course.
skin off, eh?
One day soon, the aliens will land. We are preparing to fight them. You may join us if you wish.
That's very kind of you. But I have to go now. Au revoir.
Oh, man, I think it would have been way cooler if she was actually French Legion, but she's just some nutter.
What's going on?
There has been a murder.
We are questioning everyone in the area.
What
That
is your
lady
name?
gapped it!
Nicole Collard.
It's her, alright. Please come with us.
What the hell? But that lady could have been our witness. Why did she run away?
And this is...
Come on, speak up.
Nicole Collard.
Aha! The woman he had arranged to meet.
She's a tough one, I think,
She
sir.
looks like Rousseau.
Like me to loosen her tongue a little.
Not quite yet. Your identity card, please.
My press card.
A journalist. Typical.
You have a problem?
Journaliste.
Only the spineless, lying, interfering variety.
Looks like I'm in trouble then.
He's got the best graphics of anyone in the game.
Lock her up before she kills us all!
Control yourself, madame. I'm conducting an investigation here.
And we're getting on so well.
How did you know the dead man?
He contacted me through my paper. He wanted to meet.
Why?
Some nonsense about the end of the world.
Why did you kill him?
I didn't.
But you admit you were here.
He was already dead when I arrived. I broke in through the bedroom window. The killer was still here.
And?
We fought through there, in the kitchen. Then she ran off down the fire escape and I lost her.
There are certainly signs of a struggle.
Inspector,
We?
I've got the number of the killer's car.
My, you are being helpful. Are you quite sure you're a journalist?
Do you want the number or not?
Very well.
451 CAC 75.
Thanks.
How dare you give me information I desperately need?
Here's the wig the killer wore.
I'll take that as evidence. Where did you find it?
Over the wall at the back of the apartment.
Oh, I see. How terrible. You've been framed.
Correct, Inspector.
She's the killer! I saw her with my own eyes!
Yeah, of course you did, because I just explained somebody looked like me.
The woman I fought was really a blonde.
The neighbor said she had dark hair.
I've already given you the wig.
For what it's worth.
How did you know Vernon was due to meet me?
Your message on the answer phone.
Have you any idea why he was killed?
None at all.
Perhaps it was to stop him talking to me.
Not everybody rates journalists so highly, mademoiselle.
Am I free to go?
Don't let her get away!
The evidence is clear enough. I'm placing you under arrest, Mademoiselle Collard. Officer, take her away.
With pleasure, sir.
Shit, but I didn't get to check the apartment. Because I haven't done the safe yet. Oh, shit. George, what's happening? Sorry, I just needed to load my outside graphics. Come on, George, mate. Come on, China. Gosh, what I would not give for this to be controlled using a controller.
Huh?
If I installed the Steam version, I'd be able to use a controller.
Can you hear me? Can you speak? Who are you? Chum. Yeah? Chum. That's okay. I'm your chum. Danger. What? The world is in danger.
I'm your chum. That's so George.
Susaro. Who's Susaro? Just a few more seconds and he could have told me so much. Poor guy.
Yeah, the Steam version, you can just Steam will allow you to just pull down community mods for controllers. Yeah,
It certainly didn't look comfortable. Now wasn't the time for a nap. Whoever he was dead all right. This was the kind of job I could do with my eyes shut. In fact, that's normally how I did it. All I found was his ID, Cholmondeley, the guy I was supposed to meet.
name is not Chumley.
The workbench was a mess, but I hadn't flown halfway around the world to critique someone's housekeeping.
Hello there, Barnaby.
In amongst the junk was a postcard, all the way from England, someplace called Glastonbury. It was signed Bruno.
Bruno, with a surname from an unpronounceable European state. It's definitely what I needed to do with that. Climb off this shit. Okay, alright. Be that way. Left, 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 left! Right!
The old pressure pad trick, eh? It was like a giant omega, and in the center some kind of slot. Nothing happened. There wasn't a reason to try that. A second look turned up a magnifying glass.
Suddenly, I was 5 years old and back in California, setting fire to my father's sun hat. A couple of packing cases. Someone was obviously in a hurry to leave. There was nothing else of interest.
Oh gosh, I just love hearing George talk about mundane shit. It's my favorite.
No way was I doing that. The magnifying glass was a real beauty. The ID card belonged to the dead inventor Cholmondeley. It was Harry's bottle opener. The beer looked cheap, and it was warm. The postcard showed a picture of a quaint English village. On the back was a message. Have had to leave Paris in a hurry. Suggest you do the same. Cesaro is on to you. Your friend, Bruno. The postmark showed that it had been sent from a place called Glastonbury.
George, that's cool and all, but like, let's get down to business. It's time to shut this shit down. What is this?
There was some kind of housing on the wall, and in the center was a hole. Not this time. No way was I doing that.
Oh, we better save the game, because that looks like I'm about to die.
The windows were too small to escape through. It was quiet. Somewhere out there, with a bit of luck, Harry was waiting for me.
Would you say that it was too big? My hands are too big. My fingers are too big to fit in the tiny. Go whack.
Gas cylinders. The cylinders were connected to the inventor's machine. Wow, so the guy actually built the thing. I wondered if I could get it to work. The machine spluttered like an engine starved of fuel. The lever was somehow connected to the gas cylinders.
Whoa! George, how are you alive?
It attracted some attention. Question was, good guys or bad guys?
Oh shit, I'm gonna need to hide. I'm in the Congo. I know this game came out in the early 2000s, eh? Movies were doing that too with credits. Oh, hang on. I know exactly what I want to do. Okay, George, you need to bring this box in here, my cuzzy. Oh, shit! Okay. You win this round. Yo, Max, you still in chat? Yeah. Present, sweet.
I took the lever.
So,
The door was locked from the other side. I was gonna have to find another way out.
especially since the sound effects died the moment you touched the door.
The rod had been thrown off the inventor's machine in the explosion. The rod looked about the right size to fit the hole.
All good. I respect that.
Cool, it fits.
It also didn't look metal until you put it in the hole. I always find that weird. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This is a really fun game. I remember enjoying 3. And it has a great payoff as well. Like 3 actually ends pretty awesomely. I don't remember the entire narrative. I remember like pieces, like real good, like chunks, great swathes of the game. I remember, but not all of it.
There was a bird's nest up on a small ledge, but it was out of reach. I couldn't reach the nest. I removed the rod from the hole in the wall.
And the door didn't come down because...
That did the trick.
And I needed this because...
The bird nest was as dry as tinder. I'd already checked for spiders.
Not too sure. He said it was as dry as tinder, so I don't think it was being actively used.
Totally trashed. It was now broken beyond repair. That wasn't such a good idea.
I'm guessing I have to start a fire. We didn't start a fire. We didn't start the fire. What is that song actually about? Bobby can probably tell us. Well, Bob, what's the song actually about? We didn't start the fire.
Out of the corner of my eye, I caught sight of a familiar shape. Harry had made it after all.
Oh, wow, the frame rate is chugging. This game was not meant to be played at 4K, yeah. Okay, considering there's a high chance I'm going to die.
It was a statue carved from stone. The back had been hollowed out. Inside were the remnants of a fire. It was full of charred wood. I didn't want to move it. This was my kindling.
Look, monsieur. The evil, it is come.
Oof! Ah!
Amazing,
Ouch.
George.
Oh. Oh.
Yo, George looks cool as fuck in 3D.
George! Quickly! Over here!
Imbeciles! It's a trick! Get back here now!
Oh shit!
Come on, Harry. We gotta get out of here.
Quiet head tonight.
Go, go, go!
As the lunatic Aussie saved my life, I was certain of one thing. I wasn't going back to the office in Idaho. I'd had my fill of patents. Nope. I was going to England to find the mysterious Bruno.
He's just gonna skip work. Hey guys, I'm skipping work. Why? Because
Glastonbury, England. Home to more legends and mystical baloney than you could wave a wand at.
Carol Ann, motherfucker.
Joseph of Arimathea was supposed to have traveled here from the Holy Land. And
see.
he didn't do it to buy an overpriced crystal. Somewhere in amongst all this New Age hokum was a guy called Bruno, and I was going to find him.
Oh, Sean Lennon sang it, eh? Yo, George looks sick. Bro, he totally suits this getup. Yo, fuck you, George.
Hello? Anybody home? The place looked empty.
Yo, my boy suits the shit out of this costume.
No buskers, circulars, hawkers. I thought I'd leave them alone. I guessed that being the middle of the morning, most people were at work. Anybody home? Nobody was in. Or maybe they just didn't want to talk to me. I wasn't leaving until I'd finished what I'd come here to do.
Why is this town, why is the city of Glastonbury a single street? Then again, why was the city of Paris 12 screens?
Hello? Anybody home? The place looked empty.
Video game characters? I just walk wherever the fuck I please. Budget, 100%.
No buskers, circulars, hawkers. I thought I'd leave them alone. I guessed that being the middle of the morning, most people were at work.
Okay, we are gonna go find the dad first. Where is he? Bro, where are you? I just saw your ass walking around. I can hear you. There you are.
There was a big middle-aged guy walking around the street. He looked lost. He also looked kind of dangerous. Good morning.
That's easy for you to say, isn't it?
Well, yeah, isn't it?
No, sir, it is not.
What's so bad about it, if you don't mind me asking?
You wouldn't understand.
I might.
Not possible, sir. Unless you're a father, and you're not, are you?
Well, no, but how did you know?
Look at you. Callow face, unfurrowed brow, air of profound
Optimism. That's so good. I'll ask about him first.
So just what is it that only a father would understand?
I could tell you, but you wouldn't comprehend.
Try me. I kept sea monkeys once. I mean, how different could it be?
Very well. Are you aware of the annual Glastonbury Popular Music Festival?
The Glastonbury Popular Music Festival? That's one of the most popular music festivals on the Popular Music Festival calendar.
My daughter, Melissa, attended it this year. Against my wishes, of course.
You're not a fan, huh?
My dear boy,
He's gonna be a fan.
joining
Numbers.
a throng of semi-clad youngsters, gyrating in a mindless, hypnotic trance to music which turns their hearts into yo-yos, all the while feasting on hippie fast food, strange alcoholic concoctions, and mind-bending hallucinogenic substances is not my idea of fun!
Whoa, bring it on.
I beg your pardon?
I said, did your daughter enjoy it?
She did not come back.
Have you told the police?
Just like,
They sent
fuck
her
yeah.
down to the police. Melissa called me to say she wouldn't be coming home. She called from a Glastonbury number. She's still here somewhere. And if she's taken up with someone, well, I've got my Purdy in the Land Rover.
Purdy?
12-bore, double-barrel, vermin for the extermination of.
It took so long to load back into Ken George.
My
talk
name's
to
George
somebody about
Stobart.
something.
A Yank, eh? Colonel Buckley, Rutland Lancers, 3rd Battalion, retired.
You know, I had a feeling you might be a soldier.
Can take the fella out of the army, can't take the army out of the fella, eh?
It could have been that. It might also have been the aura of latent violence that surrounded him.
It's amazing the music like just kicks up.
Recognize this?
Glastonbury Tor.
What do you know about the Tor?
Good place to deploy artillery.
Right. Okay, thanks. Does this ID card mean anything to you?
It's not yours. Never seen the chap. Did you find it?
Yeah.
Then you should hand it in at the police station.
But he is jacked. I don't know why, but I love jacked rich guys. Because it's like just strange. How, like, bro. You know, most of you guys are like useless wine drinking buffoons. But this is one guy's just jacked. Look at this guy over here. Look at me. I'm over here.
There was a guy outside the bar. He looked like he'd failed an audition for Our Man in Havana.
I'm over here sitting on this board. We didn't start the fire.
Hi, my name's Stobart. George Stobart.
How fascinating. 2 T's and 2 B's.
You'd be amazed how many people get it wrong.
Nothing amazes me these days. Eamon O'Mara.
You're Irish.
No, I'm from Hawaii. The Maui O'Maras.
You're not from Hawaii.
No, I'm not. I lied.
I
Very
lied.
astute of you to see through it. You clearly have a lucid and highly rational cognitive process. So what do you want, Mr. Stobart?
You sightseeing?
I'm researching.
Outside a pub?
I'm researching the alacrity with which this place opens. In a civilized society, a man should be able to get a drink at this hour.
It's 10 o'clock in the morning.
Precisely.
You can't need a drink that much, can you?
Now that's a complicated question. Let's discuss it over a beer.
It's too early for me.
Very wise. I'll be raddled before me time. Me liver riddled with the cirrhosis. Raddled and riddled. Well.
So, what do you do?
Good morning. I'm Eamon O'Mara, and today I'm in the enchanted town of Glastonbury.
I'm sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Of course you haven't.
Now, wait a minute.
I'm here as a professional media Irishman, researching my new BBC programme.
Oh, you're putting together a TV show.
Bingo! Give the man a figurative
He's great.
coconut. I visit villages, interview the local characters, sample the local cuisine.
What's the show called?
Up your alley with Eamon.
Nice. And you're doing this place next?
That's that finely tuned cognitive process of yours in action again, isn't it?
This guy is great. He's the most polite fucker ever. He's like, fuck you, but politely.
How did you get into television?
By accident. I was doing a reading at a bookshop in London. This wild-eyed BBC producer wanders in, points at me like I'm the second coming, and says, "You'll do, you'll do."
You're a writer?
Wash your mouth out. I'm a poet. Poetry is a gift to the Irish from the gods themselves. Yeats, Wilde, Joyce.
Bono.
Don't push your luck. I may have the soul of a poet, but I've the fists of a welterweight.
Have you seen that guy walking up and down?
The army type. Kind of Englishman I'm allergic to.
Oh? Why's that?
Well, if you have a couple of 100 years, I'll explain it to you.
I'm worried he might be out to kill someone.
Now you're beginning to understand my allergy.
What do you think of the town?
It's a theme park.
So where'd the tourists go?
I don't know, maybe it's out of season for hippies.
Do you know much about this place?
It's got half-decent pubs when they're open. Oh, I see. You want to know about the fairy stuff, don't you?
Fairies?
You see that hill?
Yeah?
Fairies guard King Arthur's sword Excalibur under that.
Really?
No.
No.
Does this postcard mean anything to you?
No. Should it?
I guess not. It was a long shot.
Who's Bruno?
I wish I knew. Does this ID card mean anything to you?
It's an unflattering photo. Doesn't look anything like you.
That isn't me.
No, didn't think so. You're one of those godforsaken photogenic types, aren't you? And no, it doesn't mean anything to me.
Eamon is the man.
It was the door of the pub, the Yeoman's Arms. I tried to open the door. The door was locked. It wasn't opening time yet.
I mean, Eamon did just tell us that. Okay.
They sure knew how to make doors in this country.
What?
I tried to open the door, but it was securely locked.
I love the texture in that bin. It's just like a kind of a texture. Shrugged his shoulders. My man.
Anybody home? Nobody was in. Or maybe they just didn't want to talk to me.
Yeah, for sure. There's so many different ways to interact with them.
Hello? Anybody home? The place looked empty.
This British guy is Creed's favorite character from this game. It's like it etched into his mind for some reason, and I think it's because of a scene that happens later on.
The store was called the Cosmic Fairy. My mind boggled.
Hey! Customers are not allowed upstairs!
Right. On the wall was a chart telling me everything I ever wanted to know about pentacles. It could have been a lot shorter and done the same job. I didn't want to take the chart. The display was covered in creepy little booklets. The Rosicrucians in reality TV, the Aleister Crowley cookbook, Conversational Enochian, and behind each title,
Aleister Crowley was the fascist, right?
I didn't want any of the creepy little booklets. Enchanted Avalon, Lays of a Mystical Age. Well, this looked like big fun.
Ah, you found my little oeuvre.
I guess for an oeuvre, it is quite small.
What do you mean? It's a book of poetry. It could be any size.
Nice cover.
Thank you. My choice, actually. I self-publish.
I love when people say stuff like that. I self-publish, so no one wanted to touch it.
What's the deal with the coins?
Joseph of Arimathea bringing the Holy Grail here.
What about it, though?
Arthur and Guinevere being buried here. And, of course, St. Michael defeating the dragon on the tour. Each silver coin commemorates an event in Glastonbury's history.
History? Sounded more like folklore to me. Silver, you say?
Well, silver-plated.
George, just a reminder, you killed the literal god of death? Just a reminder, George, like, you can't say things like, oh man, it sounds like fantasy to me. You killed the god of death and saw a guy get lightning powers from a mystical deity with 3 faces. Anyway, this wasn't self-published. This book was written by my friend Samuel Windybank. I've known him since I was 12 years old. The whole 22 years ago now, 23 years ago. And it's not self-published. It's called The Truth About Them. A New Zealand publisher actually picked them up. On my to-read list. I might actually get into that this weekend and finally give it a go.
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Welcome to the Cosmic Fairy. I am Tristram Hillage, the proprietor. May I help you?
I hope so.
Thanks, guys.
I guess Glastonbury's a pretty mystical place.
Almost too mystical to bear. Joseph of Arimathea journeyed here.
Yeah?
The tale of King Arthur, Guinevere and Excalibur finishes here.
Wow.
And the Tor, that big hill, is the gateway to Avalon, the land of fairy. We also get crop circles, UFO sightings.
I'd like to do that, actually.
Is that everything?
Well, then there's the ghosts, hellhounds, spectral lights.
Okay, it's mystical already. How's business?
Rather good, actually.
Seems quiet.
You just missed the rush.
What kind of people shop in a place like this, anyway?
People with open minds. Do you keep your mind open to new possibilities?
Oh, constantly. Some of the things I'd seen, I'd be a fool not to.
Yeah, right, exactly. Again, you trapped the god of death in a mirror and watched a guy get lightning powers from a 3-faced deity.
Do you stock these postcards?
Yes, one of our exclusive bestsellers.
Exclusive bestsellers.
Do you supply any of the other shops with these?
No, that's what exclusive means.
Really? I never knew that.
Evidently. How else may I illuminate your path?
Does the name Bruno mean anything to you?
Bruno. No, I don't think so.
Really?
Yes, really.
You sure?
Of course I'm sure. I've never even met anyone called Bruno.
You seem very positive. His tone made me immediately suspicious. Something tells me you're not on the level. Who is Bruno? Where can I find him?
I don't know who you're talking about. Now get out of my shop, you annoying man.
Oh, I'll get out, once you've answered a few questions.
Oh, God. You're not a tax inspector, are you?
Hell no. I may be a lawyer, but I still got a few shreds of pride left.
I don't know if you guys heard that, but there was a creak upstairs. Just that didn't come through on you now. No, the army dude outside. The dad walking around. His favorite character.
Are you going to tell me who Bruno is or not?
Not.
Don't forget, you're dealing with a lawyer here.
An American lawyer. I can't see our local Bobby being impressed.
This guy was going to be a tougher nut to crack than I thought. Have you ever seen the guy on this card before?
No, I haven't.
Hey, there's someone moving around up there.
Nonsense. It's just an old building.
You must think I'm pretty stupid. Bruno's upstairs.
No, he's not.
I'll give you one last chance to come clean.
Get lost.
I was getting nowhere. This was why I was in patents and not criminal law.
Hey! Customers are not allowed upstairs.
Right. I thought the star was cute, but I didn't really need it. Inside the case was a star-shaped gizmo. The little card by it said Elder Sign, guaranteed proof against elder gods and outer entities. Could have used that a few years ago.
Right? Oh, there's multiple things to look at. What's this one?
The stand contained postcards, pictures of local beauty spots, the usual stuff. Then suddenly, there it was. A stack of cards just like the one I'd found in the Congo. I was on the right trail. The stand contained postcards, pictures of local beauty spots, the usual stuff. I hadn't come here to send postcards. Hi again. Tristram was more than a little edgy. These were the kind of books that sat and glowered at you. Casting the Runes, The Real Eltdown Shards, Karnaki the Ghost Finder. Even the air felt cold near them.
Welcome to the stream.
I didn't want any of the books. Not my idea of a holiday read.
Welcome to the stream.
Miss Granger's Perfect Potions. Love potions, money potions, potions to make you taller. There was something in the small print. Granger Publications cannot take responsibility for side effects or failures in primary potion effects. Guess even witches fear the wrath of the litigation lawyer. I didn't want the chart.
Okay. Well, hello there. Hello there. Okay, we're going to go talk to Eamon, and then we're going to go talk to Big Giant Muscly Army Dad. Big Giant Muscly Army Dad.
Hi, Eamon. Have you been in that shop, the Cosmic Fairy?
Oh yeah, always go there for me love beads.
I was just asking.
Yeah, for sure. So, Anna Montana, is this your first time joining one of our streams, or have you joined one of Beef streams before?
Hello again.
Welcome.
That guy over there looks suspicious to me.
Bah! I've seen suspicious, and he isn't it.
Oh, So what does suspicious look like?
Take a glance in the mirror sometime, young fella.
Oh, what? Okay. Ruthless.
That's an interesting shop. The Cosmic Fairy.
Place is full of woolly-minded liberals and frou-frou socialists.
So I guess you won't be opening a charge account there.
Don't be fatuous. I've got my eye on the place. That Hillage fellow is up to something.
What do you think goes on in there?
I've been asking around. He used to rent his spare room out. Claims it's empty now. But I've seen a light on in there after he's gone home.
Maybe the little people are having a poker game.
He's harboring somebody. I bet my wife on it. I'd even bet the dog on it.
Okay. So.
Hi, Eamon.
Oh my gosh, George, I'd rather you just don't speak to... Can you pull up Broken Sword 2 and just not speak to people when you can't talk to them anymore?
They sure knew how to make doors in this country.
Yeah, and the dog? No. And here we go, the wife and the dog. Hi again.
Hi again.
Oh my gosh. Okay, George, we need to find a way. It's just a little crush.
I thought the star was cute, but I didn't really need it. I hadn't come here to send postcards.
Oh, hello. I see. Oh, hang on. What's this? Oh, that's the star he keeps talking about.
I thought the star was cute, but I didn't really need it.
Hey! Customers are not allowed upstairs.
Right.
I need to get upstairs somehow.
For there was lightning in my blood, my dark Morgana, my own Morgana. Oh, there was lightning in my blood. Red lightning lightened through my blood, my dark Morgana.
What do you think?
Pretty good.
Yes, I was rather pleased with it myself.
Darkness o'er the world is creeping, slumber while the heavens are weeping. More good stuff. Maybe my first impressions have been wrong.
George is like, damn, shit, this motherfucker can write.
If any man slay me, not unaware, by no chance blow nor in wine or revel, I have stored beforehand a curse in my prayer, for his kith and kindred. His deed is evil. I didn't have time to read any more of the poems.
I'm sick and tired of this guy and his
Hi
awesome
again.
poems. I'm going to go to Eamon and tell him about the poems. As he said he was a poet, right?
Hi, Eamon.
What the fuck? Okay.
I wasn't leaving until I'd finished what I'd come here to do.
Thanks, Mr. Boom. Yeah, we do for... Oh, hey, another place.
The place was called Zazi's Kiosk.
Hashtag Maxiboo, guys. I don't know why I'm so tired. I'm like shattered. Oh, I remember this.
Hi, I'm...
Nobody tell me. Me a Madame Zazie. Me know all. And me see all. Sit down, you. You have traveled far.
Oh, sure. Like my accent was local.
You come for the truth.
And another no-brainer.
George Stubar.
What? How did you...
Me know all. Me see all.
Okay, I had to admit, that stumped me. What do your powers tell you about that man outside the pub?
Him come from across the sea. Him have strongly held opinions. Him seek knowledge, but not for himself.
All that from your crystal ball?
No, him just on the telly. That's him on O'Mara.
What do you make of that guy pacing up and down the street?
His aura glow, red with anger.
Kinda matches his nose, then.
Him a lost something dear from himself, and him can't do nothing to prevent it.
Well, we all have to let go sometime.
I love how frank George is.
What do you know about that shop, the Cosmic Fairy?
Them sell candle, incense, But the owner, Tristan Hillage, oh, me know him overwrought. There is anxiety in his aura.
Got his Carmen a twist, huh? Just trying to lighten the atmosphere. How long have you lived in Glastonbury?
Long time. The toad generate wave of positive energy.
And tourist revenue. A girl can't live on good vibrations alone, huh? Recognize this postcard?
It is the tour. These are for sale in the Cosmic Fairy.
Yeah, that was where it was bought. I need to find out about who sent it, though.
Give it to me now.
What? Why?
Sometime there is psychic traces.
Ew.
Me may be able to read the traces left by this Bruno when he wrote upon it. Aren't we forgetting something?
Please?
You must cross my palm with silver.
Oh, right, sure. Okay, I got a credit card here somewhere.
Me no accept credit card, you know.
I've got some euros, I think.
Me no take euros.
How about doubloons? Gold ingots? A barter stick?
It's only silver me accept, you know.
I need to go get some silver. I saw coins in the shop, right? There was coins on the back of the book. We're gonna go to the other shop, guys.
The store was called the Cosmic Fairy. My mind boggled. Tristram was more than a little edgy. On the counter were copies of the little poetry book with the coins in the covers.
Yeah, so now I need to buy it.
Hi again. What do you make of that fortune teller?
Madame Zazie. Very traditional. Crystal ball, tea leaves, tarot, the usual.
You say you had trouble getting this published?
Publishers! Ha! Philistines, the lot of them.
What you need is to raise your profile.
Advertise, you mean? Oh, I can't afford that.
How about a little spot on the BBC? Eamon O'Mara's new show?
That would be marvelous. Oh, but impossible, of course.
Don't worry. Eamon and I go, way, way back. At least 5 minutes. Want me to have a word with him? He's right here in Glastonbury.
Would you do that? Oh, thanks. Thanks awfully.
I'll need to show him some of your work.
Yes, of course. Here, take a copy.
I'm sure he'll love your stuff.
We have money, George. Couldn't we have just paid the guy? So, first things first. Wait, what?
Enchanted Avalon, Lays of a Mystical Age. The book of poems was by the guy in the Cosmic Ferry. There were silver coins laminated into the cover.
We need to get them out. Awesome.
The book of poems was pretty beaten up now. I'd levered the coins from the cover.
I'm so glad I saw the coins when it zoomed up on the book.
It was Colonel Butley. Without a regiment behind him, he looked kind of lonely.
Yeah. First edition.
Hello again. There's a fortune teller up the street. Maybe you could ask her to help you.
How so?
Well, you know, she could look in the crystal ball and maybe she... Or, tea leaves. She could read tea leaves. Or tarot cards. They got, like, cool little pictures.
A rum sort of a fella, aren't you?
George is great. I love George. Very excited about Broken Sword 6. And of course, 1 remake.
Hi, Eamon.
Yeah.
Have you been in the fortune tellers over there?
Now, why would I do a thing like that?
To talk to the fortune teller.
Yeah, well, if I wanted my palm read, I'll get my head examined first.
You don't seem very open to suggestions for your program.
I work best after a couple of stiff drinks.
The guy who runs the Cosmic Ferry might be ideal for your show.
That old hippie. I've no time for the 60s. Caftans stink. Timothy Leary was a turn-off, and I'd rather listen to The Clash than the Beatles any day.
I thought you wanted to talk to eccentric characters.
Hippies aren't eccentric. They're pathetic.
I think this guy's got something. Take a read.
Is the game frozen? What the fuck's going on? Has the game frozen? This is why I really want to play the original Xbox version. Fuck, this is great. When was the last time we saved, guys? Beautiful, beautiful, real. But I hope not. Okay, hold on. Oh, what the hell? Shit, okay. Now it's even more frozen? Bro, this is so sick. This is so sick. Okay, guys, so we're gonna try something I like to call Yeah, we're going to turn it back on, and that should unbreak the game. Here, take a look. Bobby, your brother-in-law, tell them to buy the lifetime license for Launchbox. It gives them big box, and that will allow them to create their own console, like I've done. That's how I built this custom console. Okay. Oh, look at that. Tells you what song I'm playing. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. Is becoming a fan, Frida? Just before we went to Zazie, eh? No.
Hi, I'm...
Nobody tell me. Me and Madame Zazie. Me know all.
Oh my gosh,
and
horoscope.
me see all. Sit down, you.
Oh my gosh, horoscope.
You have traveled far.
Oh, sure. Like my accent was local.
How do I skip?
You come for the truth.
And another no-brainer.
How do I skip?
George Stubar.
What? How did you...
Me know all. Me see all.
Okay, I had to admit, that stumped me.
Can someone please look up how in Broken Sword 3 we skip dialogue? You can't. Wow, that's so sick.
What do your powers tell you about that man outside the pub?
Him come from across the sea.
Okay, guys, we're gonna blitz through
Him
this.
have strongly held opinions. Him seek knowledge, but not for himself.
All that from your crystal ball?
No, him just on the telly. That's him on O'Mara.
What do you make of that guy pacing up and down the street?
His aura glow, red with anger.
Kinda matches his nose then.
Him a lost something dear from himself, and him can't do nothing to prevent it.
Well, we all have to let go sometime. What do you know about that shop, the Cosmic Fairy?
Them sell candle, incense.
Hey, if she only takes silver,
But
how does
the
she pay her
owner,
bills?
Tristan Hillage, oh, me know him overwrought. There is anxiety in his aura.
Got his karma in a twist, huh?
I love this. Just the way
trying
she
to
looks
lighten
at
the
him like,
atmosphere.
fuck you, George Tovan.
How long have you lived in Glastonbury?
Long time.
The balls.
The toe generate wave of positive energy.
And tourist revenue.
I see,
A
Max.
girl can't live
I
on good
hadn't thought about
vibrations
that.
alone, huh?
You like your chocolate, mama?
Recognize this postcard?
Mm-hmm. It is the tour. These are for sale in the Cosmic Fairy.
Yeah, that was where it was bought. I need to find out about
Gosh.
who sent it, though.
Give it to me now.
What? Why?
Sometime there is psychic traces.
Ew.
Me may be able to read the traces left by this Bruno when he wrote upon it. Aren't we forgetting something?
Please?
You must cross my palm with silver.
Oh, right, sure. Okay, I got a credit card here somewhere.
Me no know except credit card, you know.
I've got some euros, I think.
Me no take euros.
How about doubloons, gold ingots, a barter stick?
It's only silver me accept, you know.
I love this era of 3D games. Yeah. It looks like we just don't.
Hello again. There's a fortune teller up the street. Maybe you could ask her to help you.
How so?
Well, you know, she could look in the crystal ball and maybe she... Or, tea leaves. She could read tea leaves. Or tarot cards. They got, like, cool little pictures.
You're a rum sort of a fella, aren't you?
Hi again. What do you make of that fortune teller?
Madame Zazie? Very traditional. Crystal ball, tea leaves, tarot, the usual.
On the counter were copies of the little poetry book with the coins in the covers.
I'm telling the player that they've walked on to something. They've stumbled us on something.
Hi again. You say you had trouble getting this published?
Publishers! Ha! Philistines, the lot of them.
What you need is to raise your profile.
Advertise, you mean? Oh, I can't afford that.
How about a little spot on the BBC? Eamon O'Mara's new show?
That would be marvelous. Oh, but impossible, of course.
Don't worry. Eamon and I go, way, way back. At least 5 minutes. Want me to have a word with him? He's right here in Glastonbury.
Would you do that? Oh, thanks. Thanks awfully.
I'll need to show him some of your work.
Yes, of course. Here, take a copy.
I'm sure he'll love your stuff.
You know, George's haircut actually, like, made the transition into 3D pretty alright. I reckon if it was made like a generation later for like the PS3, it would look sick. Yeah. And before we hand it over, I need to do a couple of things. Oh yeah, and save.
The 3 commemorative coins had come from the poetry book. The book of poems was pretty beaten up now. I believe are the coins from the cover. It was Eamon O'Mara, the man from the BBC.
Yeah.
Hi, Eamon. Have you been in the fortune tellers over there?
Now, why would I do a thing like that?
To talk to the fortune teller.
Well, if I wanted my palm read, I'll get my head examined first.
You don't seem very open to suggestions for your program.
I work best after a couple of stiff drinks.
The guy who runs the Cosmic Ferry might be ideal for your show.
That old hippie. I've no time for the 60s. Caftans stink. Timothy Leary was a turn-off, and I'd rather listen to The Clash than the Beatles any day.
I thought you wanted to talk to eccentric characters.
Hippies aren't eccentric. They're pathetic.
I think this guy's got something. Take a read.
Please work.
Enchanted Avalon. Lays of a mystical age. Oh, just what I needed.
No, read some. You won't be disappointed.
If you say so. For there is lightning in my blood, my dark Morgana, my own Morgana.
It's not bad, is it?
No, it isn't. Oh, there was lightning in my blood, red lightning, lighting through my blood.
That's beautiful.
It is that, just as beautiful as when James Clarence Mangan wrote it about his Rosaline 180 years ago.
What?
Look at this. The fairies are a silent race, and pale as lily flowers to see. That's Samuel Ferguson. Shameless. Absolutely bloody shameless. Darley, Griffin, Aubrey bloody de Vere. Does his thievery know no bound?
Well, he's stolen it all?
Every word. Oh, get this. The author reserves the right to be identified as the creator of this work.
That's why it's self-published. Eamon looks extremely
The
Irish.
grave robbing little toe rag. I'll have him.
He is indeed in trouble. The game goes crash again. Hey Alden, welcome to the stream. Okay, is there an issue with the GOG version of Broken Sword 3? Why is this happening? Okay, we're going to try this one more time. There's something wrong with this clip. I wonder what... Mac, is anybody talking about how broken the GOG version is of Broken Sword 3? The funny thing is, my sister, my youngest sister, played Broken Sword 3 on her ancient laptop from my GOG version of it with no issues. Here I am playing it on a modern PC with state-of-the-art graphics and a state-of-the-art CPU, and it's crashing. It sure is. I wonder if it's because I'm playing it in 4K and the game was never made with 4K in mind. Graphics menu. Yeah, that it was never made with 4K in mind. Well, we're going to try it one more time. And then I'm going to go. Thanks for becoming a fan, Showbiz. Hey, Eamon, what's good?
Hi, Eamon. Have you been in the fortune tellers over there?
Now, why would I do a thing like that?
To talk to the fortune teller.
Yeah, well, if I wanted my palm read, I'll get my head examined first.
You don't seem very open to suggestions for your program.
I work best after a couple of stiff drinks.
Okay, we're going to run around and then come back. I want to reset the seed, the data seed. So when it comes to triggers in games, you have these things called seeds.
Hi,
And
Eamon.
if we're lucky... Oh, hang on. I'll come at him from a different side.
Hi, Eamon. The guy who runs the Cosmic Ferry might be ideal for your show.
That old hippie. I've no time for the 60s. Caftans stink.
Maybe.
Timothy Leary was a turn-off, and I'd rather listen to The Clash than the Beatles any day.
I thought you wanted to talk to eccentric characters.
Hippies aren't eccentric. They're pathetic.
I think this guy's got something. Take a read.
I want to listen to The Clash, actually. I like The Clash, too. London's calling and it's calling me home.
Enchanted Avalon. Lays of a mystical age. Oh, just what I needed.
No, read some. You won't be disappointed.
If you say so. For there is lightning in my blood, my dark Morgana, my own Morgana.
It's not bad, is it?
No, it isn't. Oh, there was lightning in my blood, red lightning, lighting through my blood.
That's beautiful.
It is that, just as beautiful as when James Clarence Mangan wrote it about his
Mangan.
Rosaline 180 years ago.
What?
Look at this. The fairies are a silent race, and pale as lily flowers to see. That's Samuel Ferguson. Shameless. Absolutely bloody shameless. Darley, Griffin, Aubrey bloody de Vere, does his thievery know no bound?
Well, he's stolen it all?
Every word! Oh, get this. The author reserves the right to be identified as the creator of this work. The grave-robbing little toe rag! I'll have him!
Please. All right, this is
Good morrow, fair traveller. How may I help you?
To the island valley of Avilion, where falls not hail, or rain, or any snow, nor ever wind blows loudly, but it lies.
I beg your pardon?
Deep meadowed, happy fair, with orchard lawns and bowery hollows, crowned with summer sea.
That's good. That's very good.
Of course it's good. It's Tennyson, you tofu-chewing twit. From his Mort to Arthur. Not the Thomas Mallory one, but we won't hold that against him. Now, do you recall King Mark of Cornwall in that tale?
I've read Mallory, yes, but,
You'll recall Mark has a big downer on a knight called Tristram then. 'Cause Tristram took something that didn't belong to him.
Oh, God. You mean Melissa? Look, I can explain.
No, not Melissa, you Aegis. Isolde.
Now you've completely lost me.
I'm talking theft and possession. Possession by the spirits of Mangan, Griffin and de Vere, among others.
Ah.
Yes, 'Tis a miracle that you've channeled all these great talents into your little book. Just a shame that they ended up repeating themselves from their own published works. Word for bloody word!
Wait, I can explain everything.
Now, that was my line. It was also my cue to make a move.
Good, you explain. And in return, I'll explain to you the theme of boxing in Irish literature.
Now, let's stay calm.
Oh, I am calm. You should see me when I lose my temper.
Gosh!
Hi. Sorry to just barge in here like this.
I could have been getting undressed or anything.
Guess we were just lucky then.
Or not. What's your name?
George. What's yours?
Melissa. Have you come to save me?
Melissa? Melissa Butley?
How did you know my name?
Well, your dad's stamping up and down the street like Godzilla, except scarier.
Daddy? Oh my God, he isn't. Oh my God, he is! Oh, he drives me absolutely potty. You have no idea.
You know, you remind me of somebody, but I can't put my finger on who.
Perhaps we were sweethearts in another age. You know, underneath that brash exterior, you're really rather my type.
What? Okay. We're going to quickly do these conversations and then we're going to wrap it up.
Have you seen anything weird while you've been in Glastonbury?
Only the people who live here.
There's a guy who does shows for the BBC in front of the pub.
We don't do shows in Britain, George. We do programmes.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Have you been to the fortune teller up the street?
And what would she tell me? I'm going to meet a tall, dark man with a big moustache and a double-barreled shotgun.
He hasn't really got a shotgun, has he?
Of course. Daddy's old-fashioned like that. I do hope he doesn't kill Tristram.
She's so blasé about it.
Hey, I know who you remind me of. Do you know a Lady Piermont?
Oh, Clarissa? I should say so. Lovely old duck. How do you know her?
Met her in Paris a few years back.
On one of her man-trawling holidays, no doubt. I say, did you and Aunt Clarissa...
No, not my type.
No, you don't have that haunted look her conquests usually display.
So she was shagging around Europe, eh? Come with me, George.
You recognize this?
One of the
Lady
tour
Piano.
postcards from downstairs, isn't it?
It's what brought me here in the first place. Does the name Bruno mean anything?
Oh, Tristram mentioned him. He used this room before me, you know.
I see. He fucking does know Bruno.
About your dad.
I say, you're not working for him, are you?
No.
Shame. I'd come home today if you were the pool boy.
I guess your dad's just worried about you.
Worried that I might have grown up? Well, he's too late. I have. And I rather like it.
You got a boyfriend?
You got a girlfriend?
Well, not really.
Interesting.
So, you're on the run.
Sort of.
Your dad's a real ogre.
Oh, he's a pussycat.
Really?
The frothing pit bull terrier type of pussycat.
How do you know Tristram?
I met him at the festival.
Aha.
He read me his poetry.
You don't need to tell me the rest.
Then he said I could come and stay with him. So I did.
You poor kid. You and Tristram, is it serious?
Tristram is one of a kind. In fact, when I think of him, I go, you know.
The poor woman had been duped by Tristram's lies. I couldn't let him mess up her life. And she was bound to find out sooner or later. Look, Melissa, you hardly know me, but some things are better coming from a stranger.
Ooh, is that a promise?
These poems, Tristram doesn't write them. They're all copies.
Well, duh. Obviously.
What?
I knew that.
What?
You must think I'm totally dim.
No, I just thought he'd tricked you, put you under his spell.
Oh, you're too sweet. George, are you for real?
I don't...
You've come to save me. Like a knight in armor.
Well, that wasn't my original plan, but it became an option.
Oh, I could kiss you all over.
Hey, steady. Remember the Geneva Convention?
Who needs it? I don't take prisoners.
I bet. So, when did you find out about the poems?
From day one. I wrote my thesis at Cambridge on Irish poets of the early 19th century.
You're very gifted.
Try me.
Ha! And Tristram doesn't know.
Did I know? Of course not. Why let a question of authorship get in the way of a good...
Yes, why indeed.
But all good things. With Daddy on the trail, I think I'd better split. Anyway, don't suppose you fancy a weekend
Okay, this family is awesome.
Acapulco?
Jeez, I'd love to, but my Acapulco visa ran out just yesterday.
Please don't crash, please don't crash, please don't crash.
What were you doing?
Having a little conversation with Melissa.
That's private up there. You had no right.
Just like you had no right to be seducing that poor girl with stolen poetry.
You had no right to interfere.
She had a right to know.
Oh, no. You haven't told her. Not about the poetry.
You can't base a relationship on lies.
I have to talk to her.
I wouldn't advise it. She needs a little time to herself. Then she's going to stay with friends. I took more than a little pleasure knowing that he was the one who'd been duped. Maybe I should march right outside and tell Melissa's dad about you. Tell him that you've got her upstairs. Tell him that you've broken her heart.
You wouldn't. But that poor, innocent kid. Think what it would do to
What a
her.
narcissist.
He ought to know.
Please. Oh, God, no, you wouldn't. He'll kill me.
You're breaking my heart. On the other hand...
Yes? Yes?
You tell me what I want to know, and I forget about your house guest. Blackmail wasn't really my style. And suddenly, I wasn't so sure who was being duped anyway.
Very well.
Now will you tell me about Bruno?
Well, he was here, but he's gone. Upton went one night.
Did he leave anything behind?
He was in a hurry. He just grabbed his pathetic belongings, threw them in his bag, and off he went.
He must have left something.
Nothing worth looking at, believe me.
Letters, notes, a phone number?
No. He took everything with him. Only...
Aha! So he did leave something.
Well, yes. But what good is an old pair of pants to you?
Pants? Give them to me.
I found them in the laundry pile after he'd vamoosed.
Did you examine them?
No. What kind of a chap do you think I am?
Excellent. Come on, let me see them.
You're a sick man.
What are you waiting for? Oh, man, these aren't pants.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not. These are
Oh.
What are you? Some kind of...
Oh,
underwear.
I see. So in England, underwear is
take 'em
called
anyway.
pants.
Ew.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's amazing. Yeah, I see. It's a cultural divide.
The shorts belonged to Bruno. I didn't want to examine them too closely.
Amazing. Incredible. I found the skids in his undies. Alright. Okay, let's get his bed, eh? I'm gonna go to bed and we'll pick this up tomorrow night. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. This was awesome and fun. I'm looking forward to tomorrow night. Alright, guys. Hopefully we don't crash tomorrow. Peace. And thanks again to everybody for dropping them likes, as always. Is Control D gonna work? No, of course not. That's the keyboard I've been playing the game with. Whoopsie daisy.